Get ready for a whole new Bowls game. This is Bowls3Five. We've ripped up the rulebook. There's power plays, shot clocks, fast games in under an hour every Tuesday and Wednesday night. Bowls like never before. Bowls3Five starts October 23 live on Sky Sport. Proudly brought to you by Somerset Retirement Villages.
So here we are back at the Bowls3Five, and I've got with me the Gore Rams. Caleb, who just had a birthday a few days ago, and told me all the things now that he's illegally allowed to do, but we won't go into those. Sheldon, and of course Ashley, the new Southlander. Now, disappointing last night, the result against the Vipers.
Yeah, no, definitely. Two losses last week. I think we got outplayed against Point Shiv in the first one, but the second one against Royal Oak, it could have gone either way, a bit like last night, going to a tiebreak against the Vipers. So, bit disappointing not to get over the line, but we'll just have to...
To be fair, the game against Royal Oak, I think Mike Galloway played possibly the bowl of the tournament so far on that tiebreak end when he drove those two bowls out through a gap that was very, very small. One that he drove them out clean, and no disrespect, you can play that shot a lot of times and not get the same result, couldn't you? But last night's one was no doubt disappointing against the Vipers. They had a change around team, new player in, Lisa White going to skip. So you just make amends for that now and on to Wood End. Is it tonight, right?
Yeah, Wood End tonight. So just try and put together a good game tonight, and then we've got a pretty tough week next week with Point Shiv and Stoke Thunder. So, I mean, realistically, we need to win all three to, try and get back to top spot or top two.
So you're sitting third at the moment, is that right? Third at the moment, right? Okay. So there's a couple of games tonight. The other games which could make a difference. You get a win tonight. Is it? Other games can change tonight because the Stoke Thunder don't play tonight, do they? So yeah. So tell me, Sheldon. How do you fill the days in up here? What do you do?
Well, that's actually quite a funny story. We went to an escape room today.
What room?
An escape room.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, so they lock you in a room for an hour and you've got to go through all these clues and
so
pick locks. And
a mind test sort of thing, is it?
Yeah.
So, team building, is it?
Yeah, getting locked in a room for an hour.
So what else do you do? You've been to an escape room today?
Sleep in.
Yeah.
Noodle canteen. That's probably about it. Turn up here.
So, do you think that those days in between, like you're waiting around all day, is it okay? Is it?
The waiting around in between is actually better than sort of what we did last week. We're on the road at 6 o'clock, fly up here, check in, come to the bowling club, practice, go get something to eat, and then play two games. It was a lot easier to sort of sleep in this morning, go do what we wanted, and then just leisurely walk in when we need to be.
Yeah. So Ashley, now, happy with the form?
Not in the last 2 weeks.
So you're going to tell me about short ends?
They're not that bad. I think I was worse with my short ends when we were winning, and then the last couple of weeks we've had a couple of games where we've had a couple of short ends, and the odd one I'll kind of fall extremely short. But gradually building on that.
So the Greens rating about 17, is that right? Would that be about what you think it is?
Probably a quick 17.
Yeah. So shorty is pretty short, isn't it? And there's not there's not a lot of room for error, is there? So.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that you'll get it right, just slow, deep breathing and deep breath, and so you enjoy playing on the carpet?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's, I think, a bit difficult with the sides up. It's constantly being played in that same spot, and I think that's why it's changed over the few weeks, but yeah.
Well, I actually noticed last night, I was sure last night when after your game then the Thunder up against Point Shiv, I reckon that green had changed by second and a half by the time that last game came around last night. Am I right? Does that actually happen, do you think?
Yeah, Sheldon, we were watching inside on the TV, and Sheldon could see, kind of looked like wet patches coming up on the green. So
it was quite noticeable last night because you could see the bowl leaving the hand, and you think, boy, that looked to be heavy, just as it was breaking to the head, you could see it differently. Whereas say the 7 o'clock game, it would be more than likely going through the back end of the ring. So it definitely does slow down, doesn't it? Perhaps now we've got some warmer weather, it may not be, may not be the same, but so who knows? So, Caleb, what was the story for the birthday? What did you do? What number was it?
20.
20?
20.
Right.
Yep.
So what do we do for the birthday?
Oh, not a heck of a lot. Just work through the day and then just, tea with family at night.
So you work where do you work down south?
Goodman Fielder in Invercargill.
Right. What, in the stores there or something?
Yeah, just do some ordering and store work there.
Now tell me, Sheldon, you've got a very interesting occupation. Now tell me about this occupation of yours.
So build and restore vintage aircraft. So sort of 1920s de Havilland, Tiger Moths and all of that.
And that's a full-time job, is it? So is it for a company that, well, you play bowls a lot.
Yeah, they're very good on the bowling aspect.
So is it a company yourself, as an enthusiast? Or?
No, it's a company, it's Croydon Aircraft Company. So it's named sort of after the de Havilland company over in England, which was based at Croydon. Yeah. So that's where they got the name from. And
So what was your why? What was your choice of what was that made your career choice?
Well, it was actually just straight out of school and mainly needed a job, obviously. And I was very good at woodwork and graphics and maths, and so that sort of combined the whole lot. So I applied for it and got it, and it's just carried on from there.
So did you do an apprenticeship or anything, or you just learn on the...
If I eventually actually, got my A into G, but I can get certificates and complete things that way, and but at the moment it's just working because it's a bit hard to commit fully to it with all the bowls.
So you do these planes up for private people? They own people who own these planes themselves, and you restore them for them. Is that what?
Yeah, so they pretty much turn up in a container that are normally wrecks that are either crashed or been on fire or whatever, and so we go through and take out all the metal bits that we can, which is usually hardly anything, and then the rest is all made from scratch.
So it'd be pretty rewarding to see a wreck finished up as a finished article and you can fly it, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, no, they're all fully flyable. Yeah, no, it's quite special. One came out the other day, well, not the other day, last year, a fox moth. So there's only a handful of them that are like that, a Canadian one.
And do you fly yourself?
Can do, obviously with an instructor. But,
right.
But
so is flying a passion? Is it? Is it a hobby?
Love flying.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually went for a flight before we came up here the other day and was sending pictures videos as I was doing a loop. So.
Oh, good.
It's a bit hard to hold on to the phone when you're in an open air cockpit.
Yeah, I hope you're holding onto the wheel or something as well, or whatever that.
There's a stick in front of you.
Well, I hope you hold on to that as well. So, Ashley, university finished for the year?
Yes.
So is that year 2 done now?
Yeah. So I've got one more year to go.
One more year, and then what's the degree after that?
So my degree is in sport, health and human performance, majoring in sport development and coaching.
And where will you work? Where does that put you into working in like Sport New Zealand or something? What is it?
Yeah, so my major leads into the coaching side, whereas there's other human performance sides that look at your biomechanics and everything. But I went into my degree kind of looking to work with secondary school kids and bowls and coach them.
Well, I suppose if you take the Waikato area, Waikato/Cambridge, there's a lot of sporting, coaching, high performance, all sorts of opportunities down there now, isn't there? Because there's so many sports based in that region, isn't there?
Yeah, so the guy that taught me how to bowl through secondary schools finished up a couple of years ago, and no one's kind of taken it on board, and it's up to the clubs to kind of do it at the moment, so I'll look for work in that field.
So who's going to pay you for that job?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Right.
I haven't got that far yet, Kevin.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, that's good. Well, I'm pleased that you've got a goal, because I was quite taken aback the other night when we interviewed the Stokes and the Vipers, only to find that they brought this new terminology into academia with the gap years, which so you're not doing. You've gone past that now.
No, I wasn't allowed to do a gap year.
Good. I'm pleased.
I got told that it was either I had to go and study somewhere or work at New World full time, so I was like, I'll just go and study.
So, You're playing your bowls now back out of the Waikato or in Auckland as well, or what's it?
So I'm playing out of both, so I haven't played in anything in Auckland this season yet, but yeah, I've got a couple of, I'm playing all my centre events and that up here, playing the mixed pairs with Aidan from the Pirates.
By goodness, he's going well, isn't he?
Yep.
I was somewhat amazed today when I read the Auckland team that came out and he's only in the development side. I thought, boy, the rest of the team must be pretty good because he's been, I was talking to Shannon McElroy after the game last night and, Shannon said, boy, he was, and he's played well right through it. So Sheldon, you have played with him in the New Zealand development side last year, did you? With Aidan?
Yeah, he was my 3 and the 4.
And that was in Australia, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So no, he's been pretty handy, all right, hasn't he? He's gone well. So we get this Bowls3Five out of the way in 2 weeks' time, and I'm assuming you're going to be in the finals, all right? Then what's the plan then for to build up to what, Christmas time, January?
Yeah, it's full on sort of trying to peak in time for nationals really. So got a big nationals coming up, and it's one of those years that with everything happening all at once, so it's sort of quite important to get a good year.
Yeah, I can tell you that there's certainly some positive things afoot. I got some correspondence today, in fact, from Bowls New Zealand, which I'm not going to go into, and there's certainly some very positive things afoot in regards to high performance, which I think can only, for you people like yourselves, I think it's only going to be help to for you guys to aspire and to get to get further honours. So have you been watching the BPL in Australia? Watching that yet?
Yeah, we watched a bit last night after our game and stayed here and watched the Blackjacks. Obviously.
Yeah, I did too. Do you know what? I think our event here, to be fair, is lining up against the Australian event, and I reckon it's pretty good.
It is, yeah.
I think there's a lot of things that we're doing which they're not doing. I think the way how despite some of the knockers out there, I think the Bowls3Five, I think we're under a bit of a winner. Well, I'm not saying it's the ideal part of the game, I'm not saying that, but for what it's been sent out there to achieve, I think. So what you think it's working out there in this new innovation?
It's yes and no. Like you hear the good comments, but you also hear the bad. It's not going to be for everyone.
Of course, it's not. No, and that was never the intention. Obviously,
exactly.
It was to fill a place and to try and do something. And because I see in the Waikato now, they're playing Bowls3Five in the club at night. Is that correct? I see they're playing at Pataru last night. I think it was.
Yeah.
Was it?
They've got a little competition going between the Waikato, so I'm not sure exactly how it works. It's on a Tuesday and Wednesday night, maybe, or they might establish when
I just saw a thing about it being in Pataru.
It starts at 6 o'clock, I think.
Right,
it starts quite late, and then they play a couple of games, and then that just eventuates over a few weeks.
So tonight you're going to be watching you want to. I presume your other thing is now you want to see other couple of teams lose and you win. Is that?
It's yes and no, isn't it?
We've kind of worked it out a little bit in our heads about who can beat who, and
so how many points are you on now? 12, is it? 12, yeah. So I worked it out that 18 would I reckon 18's the number to be not at the top, but
that's what we've kind of
but I think 18 you would be.
We win 2 games, we're safe.
That's the way I looked at it too. All right, well, thank you for your time once again tonight. And have you anything to say, Norm? You've had a bit to say before we started tonight. You were going to say and interview me and Dawson. Say anything to say in closing, Ashley? No, good night.
Who are you backing in the Rams game tonight?
Oh, well, I'd have to back, these 3 lovely young people I've got here with me now, wouldn't I? So
that is the correct answer.
All right. Thanks very much, Caleb, Sheldon and Ashley, and good luck for tonight. And, of course, good luck for next week. And then we'll say good luck for the finals.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Get ready for a whole new Bowls game. This is Bowls3Five. We've ripped up the rulebook. There's power plays, shot clocks, fast games in under an hour every Tuesday and Wednesday night. Bowls like never before. Bowls3Five starts October 23 live on Sky Sport. Proudly brought to you by Somerset Retirement Villages.